referee looks happy. Thumbs up from Tom. Thank you very much. Timekeepers ready. Competitors set, go. Away we go with heat number 2 of the Wexford County Council sponsored World Blade Shearing Championships. Another 6 men on the board, another 3 sheep in each of the pens, and a set of blades for each of them, and away we go. Kevin Ford from the USA, 68 years young. Been shearing for about 35 years, that man. He should be able to get it right now. Gareth Owen from Wales. Come on, Dad. There's about 16 kids in the crowd saying, come on, Dad. All sorts of different accents they've got too.
He only brought over half them.
Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Down under the first leg. Ooh, Gareth Owen. He can hear them yelling, the kids. Up the neck he hops. He's shearing for his country. He's shearing for his family. He's proud to do so, the Welshman. Andrei Skiven from Slovenia. He's up the neck too. Good shearer, this man. He's got those wee set of hedge trimming shears to take the wool off, but he can get around them with them. There's no doubt about that. George Mudge, shearing legend, representing England, this man is on stand number 5. Very strong competitor. Doug Rathke from the USA. He's been around for a day or two too, has Doug. He's a very good competitor as well. So where are we at? Who's going to be the first to drop into the long blow? Swinging around into the first front shoulder. Michael Gertenbach breaks the neck wool open, takes the cheek off, and he's away. Kevin Ford, the young fella from the United States of America. George Mudge, he's all way through the long blow. He's taken off like a man half his age of about 53. Right through the long blow. Another couple of shots, he'll be turning for home. Pete, he's having a good shear, George, as we've seen so many times before.
Yeah, fantastic shearer, George Mudd, the English boy. You said he's been around a couple of times before, but I think he's shearing at his best now as George Mudge from England. Douglas Ratke there, the New Zealand the US of A. He had a fantastic shear yesterday. He's hoping to make that big final later on too, Doug. Ratke from the US of A, already look at the job he's doing down there on stand number 6. And Jekis Gibbon from Slovenia. He's on long blow time. Keeping the job nice and even there is Jekis Gibbon. As he turns for home, watch the blades this boy has. It's like what herself would have just given you the trim before you went out. Nice, little short, but he's making a good job of the cheap. Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Concentrating very hard there. He had a fantastic shear yesterday. Loving the sheep up there is Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Gareth Owen, one of the best known blade shearers throughout the world, is Gareth Owen. Hear those kids, come on, Dad. So you got to do for those kids, Dad, Gareth. Down the last side and away he goes there. He's doing a lovely job there on stand number 2. He's got 2 left in that pen. But what about the young man up there, 21 last Friday? That's Kevin Ford from the US of A. Down the last side and away he goes there. He loves those big hugs up there. Is Kevin Ford. He was 21 last Friday, 22 on Saturday, and so on. So Gareth down there, down the last side of the way he goes. And Kevin Ford, but in goes Gavin Mudge. Anybody here supporting England and Gavin Mudge? As he comes out with sheep number 2. He's shearing better.
It's actually George Mudge there, Peter.
Oh, sorry, George Mudge.
But there he goes up under
Specsavers die.
Things enough a job with these commentators. One can't know what day of the week it is, another one can't even read.
Looks like Gavin from here, right?
I think Gavin Mudge might take quite offence to that. But there we have Kevin Ford, the spitting image of Doc out of Back to the Future up there in stand number 1. Big Kevin Ford down the last side, 68 years of age he is. Down the last side he comes and he pops her down the porthole. In goes the American up there in stand number 1. But his big teammate down here in stand number 6. Douglas is right back up there, big hairy shoulders. He's sailed down here in stand number 6. But we've got Gareth on here, jumping on there, shouting on with his kids here. In goes Gareth there. In he goes, sheep number 2 on the board for him. Stands 1 is already up under mine. In goes Big Duke down here in stand number 6. Pops his shears in, but already leading the pack. It's George Mudge here, the man from England. He's represented his country quite a few times. I'm pretty sure, Peter, this is George Mudge. Down round that first shoulder he comes, making a cracking job. He's made this final before in this World Championships. He's want to do it again. Don't forget this big German up here in stand number 3. Big Michael there, a big brute of a man as he comes down the last side there, powering down there. Don't forget this wee man in stand number 4, Adrian for Slovenia. Down the last side, he's putting the finishing touches. He'll win for sheep number 2. But look at Kevin Ford, he's pushing hard at him. Up round the neck, come there's USA boys. Cheer your man on up there. And stand number 9. Win.
Yeah, he's down and around that first shoulder. Kevin Ford chasing hard after George Mudge. George stuck down onto the long blows. Andre Skibbin, he brings another one out. Gareth Owen and Doug Rathke, they're both stepping up the neck. Blow for blow they are. This big, powerful German coming down the last side of his first sheep. I won't like to argue with him. He's a big bloke. Anyway, George Mudge. Round the shoulder he comes. One left in the pen. Look at the blades. He's working hard. Keeping that, doing a beautiful job. George Mudge up on stand 5. Kevin Ford turns to come down the last side. He's chasing hard. He wants to be there, right up there with George as they come down the last side. He's going like a young fella on stand 1. Working hard, keeping the job right. Over the shoulder he comes, down the last side. Doug Rathke and Gareth Owen down that first shoulder. Into the long blows goes Doug. Just 2 or 3 blows ahead of Gareth. But George Mudge is coming hard down the last side. Kevin Ford is chasing him hard. He's got a better sheep this time. Making use of it, closing that gap. Down the last side they come. George Mudge it is then, just out in front by a blow 2. Michael Gertenbach is about to finish his first sheep and go in for sheep number 2. On stand number 3, the big German. He would be useful on a rugby pitch, wouldn't he? He's a big man, that fella. But George Mudge it is then. Just a few blows ahead of Kevin Ford as George pops in, sheep number 2. First man in for number 3. This campaigner from England who's been in a world final in the machine. He's been in a world final in the blades. Only man that's ever done that. So he's got a wealth of experience, and he's using it to the limit here as he trims that sheep up around the back leg, putting those blows, and up the backbone he goes. Out comes Michael with sheep number 2. Kevin Ford sticks number 2 down the portal. In he goes, the fella all the way from the USA, out with number 3. He's going to make a real competition of this, sticking to George Mudge. Into the hind leg he goes. And Doug Rathke, he's put the hammer down on this one. He's pulled up a bit of time points as he comes down the last side. Andre Skibbin, he's turned to come down the last side. He's right there, just a blow or 2 ahead of Gareth Owen. Come on, Gareth. It's hard work up there. You got to dig deep. Stick with these boys. He's got a beautiful quality job. They're a big sheep. Take a lot of handling and cutting a lot of wool. So George Mudd it is then. Doug Rathke puts another one down the hole. In he goes, out with his final sheep. Up steps Kevin Ford, he's up the neck. But George Mudge going around that first shoulder, getting ready to drop that sheep down for the long blows. Andre Skibbin and Gareth Owen are down the last side, having a good battle between each other there. Oh, he's getting a lot of support as Gareth on stand 2. The kids really want to see him doing well. Come on, Gareth. They're planting Guidi.
Hey, Gareth Aaron, you're going to have to hurry up because you're going to have to make a bit of money to afford the tonsillectomy. You're going to have to give you a young fella behind us. Right out onto the back leg. The Welshman on stand 2. Another couple of shots. He'll be in for sheep number 3. Away he goes in for sheep number 3. Gareth Owen, third one on the board. Kevin Ford's got 3 on the board. Andre Skibbin from Slovenia, he's got 3 on the board. Michael Gertenbach working his way through sheep number 2, but Georgie Mudge from England Down the last side, he comes, the big man, stand number 5. Doug Rathke, he's got 3 on the board, working his way into the first front shoulder, but none of these boys are going to catch George Mudge now. The old Master Blaster right out onto the hind leg. Chopping the wool off furiously right out onto the hock, over the hamstring. Another few shots over the tail. He's going to be the first man off. 10 minutes, 15 gone on the clock. George, keep it going, mate. Over the tail, George Mudge. Fantastic shearer, this man. And bit of a legend in the industry as well. Red button time for George Mudge from England, ladies and gentlemen. Out he goes. He's happy to be finished, that's for sure. The rest of the field, Doug Rathke from the USA, long blow time. His teammate Kevin Ford from the USA on stand number 1. Coming down the last side, Kevin is going to be the next man finished. Right out onto the toe. He'll shear and around under the tail. Another few shots. We'll see him looking for the red button as well. Gareth Owen works hard into the first front shoulder. Michael Gertenbach. He's still got 1 left in the pan, but he won't be letting him worry him. He's actually making a very, very good job up there, ladies and gentlemen. Quality looks fine from where we're sitting. Andre Skibbin from Slovenia. Long blow time on sheep number 3. Doug Rathke down the last side. But it's going to be Kevin Ford. Kevin Ford it is. Another few shots. The American on stand 1. It's going to be out the hole. He's going to be pushing his red button, which will stop his time clock. Steve Meredith. Are you around, Steve? If you can you come and see us up here? Steve Meredith. Thank you very much. Another few shots. Kevin Ford. Right out on Steve Meredith, please. Kevin Ford, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Kevin. Give him a hand. 68 years old and still smoking them out. Steve Meredith, can you please return the wallet you stole off that gentleman? Thank you very much, Steve. Oh, Hugh Condron's joined us today as well. Nice to see you too, Hughie. Gareth Owen turns for home on sheep number 3. Come on, Dad. Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Andre Skibbin down the last side on 3. Doug Rathke finished. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen, as well. The USA team member on stand number 6. Done and dusted. He's quite happy he's finished those. Ooh, Pete, geez, fast and furious this blade shearing competition. Some of these boys, they work their way around there. They must have wrists of steel.
Yeah, lovely job going on up here for those last 3 shearers, Gareth Owen. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. That's all we can hear, so please hurry on, Dad. We got Michael Gunzbeck from Germany. Down the last side, and he goes there on stand number 3. And Andrew Skibbin, the boy from Slovenia. He's pumping in the blows out there, keeping the job lovely and even. But it's Gareth Owen, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic shearer this boy is. He comes to Ireland every year for the All-Ireland. They have a test there between Ireland and Wales. It's usually Wales win it 1 year, Ireland win it the next year. It's not like the rugby. Ireland usually win it every year. So we got Michael Gunbeck from Germany. Down the last side of the way he goes there. He's on stand number 3, the German boy. This boy, he's got 1 sheep left in that pen. A bit of a regular. But come on, anybody here supporting Gareth Owen? Down the last side of the way he goes. Andrew Skibbin. Couple of flicks over the tailhead. He's got number 3 on the board. Let's hear for Gareth Owen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear from him. Well done, Dad. So Michael Gunbeck from Germany. Down the last side, he's got 1 left in that pen. Andreas Gibbon from Slovenia. Great to see all those countries here. Come on, cheer out this boy, ladies and gentlemen. He's a long way from home, all the way from Slovenia. Couple of flicks over the tailhead. We need your support up here, ladies and gentlemen. Down the last side, these boys hoping to make that big final later on. This is the 2nd round of the World Blades 2014 Golden Shears here in Gorey. So Andreas Gibbon down the last side, making a good job there. Watch the blades this boy has. It's like something that I've cut in the bushes. But he's making a lovely job with that. He's still taking off the wool with this. It's a spring-loaded machine. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Andreas Gibbon. What a good shear he had. Down the porthole she goes. So we got the German boy up here. They got a big competition coming up there in 2015, the German Open. We got a lot of invitations out there last night. So we got Michael Gertenbach, all the way from Germany. Couple of flicks over his tailhead, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at his best side now from here. That's his backside, ladies and gentlemen. Down the last side of the way he goes there. He's doing a good job and he's keeping that job nice and even. But he's got one sheep left in the pen. It's not all about time, ladies and gentlemen. It's about keeping the job right. He's absolutely flying there. Watch this man. He said he'd be a good man on the rugby pitch. He's a big, big, strong boy, this boy. Couple of flicks over the tail head. Down she goes. Come on, give him a bit of encouragement up here, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Out he comes with sheep number 3. I think he's got about 4 more left in that pen. So we got Michael Gertenbach from Germany. He's a big, big, strong boy, this boy. He turns to break open that undermine on those hogs. Lovely even job going on there, being judged out the back there for a nice even job. We've got a third and final sheep on the board. He's hoping that he'll make the big final later on. Couple of flicks out the first hind leg he goes. That's what's known as the undermine. Mind your finger, Michael. Don't do like what Phil Oakfield done. Cleaning off that big undermine there. And he's doing good work there, so he is. He's making a lovely job of that sheep there, so he is on that undermine. Watch his left hand work. It's as important as his right hand. As he lifts up the tail head of that sheep there, one blow over the tail head, one blow the far side of the way. He'll be able to shear that sheep coming back down the last side. He cleans off her bob. He steps through up the neck. That's the Godfrey Bone style of shearing. Usually use that on the machines, but an awful lot of those bleed shearers are using the same style of shearing now. These are good, good sheep. Thanks to farmers for supplying the sheep. And hopefully the weather will pick up for George Graham and his crew here, because we need sunshine. We need to rock and roll this place later on for the finals, ladies and gentlemen, and for tomorrow. So the crowd is very essential. So if you got somebody at home, you got to ring them and tell them the sun is shining here in Gorey. Tell your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, even your mother-in-law, if you're not talking to her, you can text her, ladies and gentlemen. Just tell her to get on down here to Gorey. Round the back of the head and away goes Michael Gertenbach. What do you think now?
So Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Quality shearer. Flying up down that first front shoulder. Drops her down in the long blow. He'll have the quality, just needs a bit of pace to go with it, is Michael Gertenbach from Germany. So this Golden Shears World Blade Shearing Round 2, sponsored by Wexford County Council. So Michael, where's the Germans? You need to ring him on. Come on, the Germans. There, come on. Michael's got a bit of support. That sounded like somebody's ramming the old football there. So Michael Gertenbach from Germany. Hard work up there on your own, but he's just concentrating on the job, keeping the quality there. Round 2 goes into the long blows, right up round all these blade shearers. Big blades, a lot of these blades are getting bigger now. Still made by Bergen and Ball. And it's all about sharpening them. The South Africans, the last was Tony Dobbs, won the World Championships when it was held in Bath and West, and since then the World Champions has either been held by a Lesotho boy or a South African. And that's what these boys have got to try and get on, is beat these South Africans, because we've got Swahili Wheelie Hands, the world champion here, trying to defend his champion, and he's making a good go of it. Already qualified for that Open All Nations Blade Shearing final. So Michael Gertenbach, come on you guys, he's on the turn. That's coming down the last side, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing a cracking job here.
Thanks, Steve. Stephanie Kocius from Germany, Emily Camelin from the USA. If you're in the stadium, can you please come and see us? So Stephanie Kocius and or Emily Kimmerlin, can you please come and see us up here? If you're here, or if someone knows where they are, can you come and see us? So we can get a message to them.
So Michael Gertenbach, he's represented his country. He's obviously gone through the rounds. All these competitors, they either own championships, either winning the national championships or the circuits, whichever they do. So he's representing his country. All these people, 2 competitors in each discipline. So Michael Gertenbach doing a cracking job there. Big fella, 7'2", and that's just up to the waist. Michael Gertenbach. He's a sheep farmer and a breeding consultant. There's twice winner of the German shearing competition. So he's doing a cracking job. Where's your Germans? Come on, get him going. Might get a bit quicker. That's it, come on. The German support. He's got the quality. He might want to talk to Phil Oldfield. He might come out and teach these Germans. He's gone round. Phil Oldfield from New Zealand has been out to Wales and Ireland teaching these our Welsh blade shearers all about the shearing game, about warming up that wrist. That sinews now is absolutely killing him. But he's keeping the quality. Yes, shout him on. He's nearly done. Representing Germany, Michael Gertenbach. He's concentrating on the job. Keeping a nice even finish. He's not rushing at all. He's keeping his quality. The judges keep rotating. As you see, the judges keep rotating. Looks to be doing a good finish. Just a shame. It's just a lovely quality job on that. Just a few. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Gertenbach from Germany. That's round 2. Oh, look at him, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly hit his head on the shearing machine then. Don't break it, Michael. Don't break it. He did hit it. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as they leave the stage. That semi-final part 2. Heat 2 of round 2, sorry.
So heat 3 on stand number 2 from Scotland, Callum Shaw. Give them a hand as they come up onto the stage, folks. Ken French from Australia on stand 3. Zwelle Willie Schweni from Hands from South Africa on stand number 4. Brian Thompson from New Zealand on 5.
Swilly Willy Hans, a South African. Sweely Wheelie Hans, the South African there.
Or just change his name.